11, and looks like we have Weidenbaum. He's still way too low. 34 is still way too low to show the points of Weidenbaum, but yeah, good luck and fun to you as well. See you on the match. Thank you very much. So let's load into that. You see we have first turn. I grab Cleopatra here. Yeah. And then we can take a look at the leaders and wonders. Joan of Arc, Zizka. So here we see 4 military actions. We see Marlene, but we don't see Bach. We see Pierre and Darwin. So Brand Circuses could be nice. What else do we see? Railroad, but no Watt. Suez Canal, but no Cook. No Ocean Liner. Is Ocean Liner even still in the game? I haven't seen Ocean Liner in what feels like forever. I don't know. Spaceflight, Main Project. Sid Meier. Yeah, okay. Nostradamus. So there's Nostradamus for counter to Zizka. There's Sun Tzu Zizka combo if he wants to go for that. But I mean, his picks aren't the greatest. Either he takes the Colosseum here, or I take the library and he doesn't get a good HA wonder. I mean, he maybe wants to go for Hanging Gardens Boudica. Or Colossus Boudica. So he could take, yeah, of course, 2 cards here, or the Colosseum, I guess. He doesn't have to... Okay, goes to Boudica and no wonder. Okay. So I think for me, that means I play Cleopatra, build that lab, and then grab the library. So he doesn't get an HA wonder.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Toad Silence, not so silent right now with that big sound. Thank you very much for 4 months. Pretty hype. Thank you very much and welcome back. Hope you enjoy your stay in our awesome civilization for 1 more month. And the Hexagon. Ocean Liner was arrested in Antwerp on Monday, laundering charges, and will be appearing in court in July. Oh, I didn't hear about that. But yeah, that happens when you don't stay in touch with the current metagaming. I didn't even hear about that in Antwerp and the Ocean Liner. But yeah, it always seemed kind of fishy, right? The Ocean Liner bringing in a lot of people. Some of those people probably were there to launder those. Or laundering money, yeah, that's it. Okay, he goes to Boudica. There's the first super early iron. We have the new deposits as well. I don't want to trigger anything. I do want to build 1 stage. I could just go for iron here. And the next turn I can go for... Oh yeah, maybe I like that. Next turn we have the problem of Cleopatra then. But I could also just finish library next turn. Yeah, I think I like that. The iron left too. Oh, Schneider hit the iceberg. Oh, that as well, yeah. So, what else do we have? We have the Engineering Genius. So, for me, if we can't use Cleopatra next turn, but we get the Engineering Genius, and maybe that's fine. Maybe it's fine in general. We can go for the Iron. Or just the upgrade, I guess. I mean, we're gonna play new deposits. Maybe we get extra resources. We'll see. Okay, Alchemy for him. Alchemy first, which land? He would give us Engineering Genius and the Breakthrough. Let's play new deposits here. Trade routes. Okay, that means we can go for 1 iron. But just the 1, and then we have to increase pop. We don't use Cleo. Hey Lemmings player, yes, I will be uploading the International Champion games as replays. I'm gonna be doing them as replays. First one is already ready, so that's probably gonna come out next Sunday. I thought maybe I can do it this Sunday, but it's gonna be next. So we could also just finish the library. But that doesn't really feel better. Maybe just one turn where Cleo doesn't give us anything. So if we do this, and then the big question is breakthrough or engineering genius. And I think engineering genius. Oh, you already watched the second game. Oh yeah, that's true. There's people who can watch the games before they release now. That is very true. That's very interesting. So next time we finish the library, hopefully. Maybe upgrade one more bronze. Is that possible? Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah, with Cleo. Yeah, it's possible. Development of planning is science, civil life, warfare. I mean, maybe the civil life, if we need the civil action. I mean, that's actually, yeah, probably the best. Not warfare, don't like the warfare. Civil life can increase population. Then we can finish the library. Upgrade and grab one card, whatever that will be. There's Nostradamus and Zizka, but I don't think we need to grab Zizka here for 2 or anything. Weidenbaums is also a player who does not play super aggressive early on. Okay, Swordsman, maybe I regret saying that. No, Swordsman and Breakthrough. Probably is planning for the Great Wall as well. I mean, I could just take it away. It's actually not the biggest problem, right? Oh yeah, maybe I like the Great Wall. The only problem is we don't get Swordsman. But we do get the Great Wall, and he's looking kind of dangerous. He took the extra warrior. So if I just grab the Great Wall, I also have a great thing to build with Cleopatra. I mean, he's super dangerous. If he grabs Zizka and Great Wall, I'm in trouble. So I think this is a good thing to take away from him. I'm gonna be going for that. Yeah, exactly. It's just a safety. He's looking too dangerous. Okay, Sandwell, that's a good suggestion. I will try to follow it. Let's see if I'm good today. If I can draw the right cards. Great plan, easy. I mean, now he gets University as the first wonder, but I mean, he has Alchemy already. He's not searching for more science production, really. I mean, more science never hurts, but it's not what he needs right now. And even here we could be in trouble, right? He grabs Zizka, yeah, plays him, goes for Swordsman, upgrades, builds, whatever, and has a tactic. He can easily go up to, I don't know, 8, 9 strength. Then I might just have to ignore that. Then I just go for code, finish Great Wall in 2 turns or something like that. I mean, maybe it's possible with Genghis Khan if I got Genghis Khan, 1 warrior, and the medieval army. Okay, first of all, you play something. Politics. 3 extra cards. This seems too dangerous. Dark Ages could be fine. I mean, right now he only has 2 science production. So as long as he doesn't build an extra alchemy, we have more production. Okay, he does go for the Universitas, I think. I think then we can even play the Dark Ages. We get the code. Oh yeah, I think I like that. Development of crafts. We get the code. For leaders, maybe Zizka is a no here. So this uses the resource of Cleopatra. Next turn I can go either Genghis Khan or Joan of Arc or Eleanor. All of them fine. I don't need Zizka. I am weaker than him. But I don't believe that he would give us Zizka if he played strength events. He had a pretty good setup. If he wanted to... Okay, get rid of all of these. If he wanted to go for strength, he would have gone for Zizka, I think. Or not given us Zizka, at least. I don't believe these two are anything with strength. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong. It is the foray, okay. I mean, imagine if that was Dark Ages. Dark Ages here would have been great. We would have lost science, we don't. Oh well. Not quite the read that I wanted there. Two strength versus one winning strength event is actually legit. Yeah, true. But even then, it's only the foray. Of course, now I draw the fighting band. If I had drawn that earlier, I might have gone Zizka. Yeah, might have. He's running out of time for a leader. I mean, there's only these three left. I'm fine with any of these, I think. Yeah, probably. It's Joan of Arc plus Code of Laws gives good actions. I mean, maybe he goes Genghis Khan, or he has to grab one of these two, maybe. Or he's fine with whatever he gets. Okay, he goes with one navigation. Maybe I should go Eleanor. Maybe I should... Oh, 12 signs. I have to play the reds here. I just have to play them. Dark Ages. No, vast territory. His cards come first. That's not what we wanted. Damn. Oh, he has to send both. At least that. At least he has to send both. But imagine if it was Dark Ages. Dark Ages here would have been a great... Maybe we just go for Genghis Khan. Joan of Arc is on 2. I mean, Eleanor's the alternative, probably. Not Joan. And then we said Brand Xerxes could be good, so I could go for Brad. Don't need knights, I think. Then I'd probably play these cards to make them a little bit worried. Yeah, just unfortunate that Foray and Vast Territory come first. I mean, I want to have something to play with Eleanor though, so maybe I don't use her. Yeah, I probably don't go for that. Don't need to go with that card. Hope for something to play. Cultural influence, that's fine. That's definitely fine. I mean, he gets Joan of Arc, but she's only one extra culture. So now, please play something and let it be Dark Ages. Dark Ages. Yes, we still get him, boys. 4 signs lost for him. I mean, he has enough. It's not the end of the world for him, for sure. But it still feels nice. Nice hit him before Joan, yeah. And that... I mean, depending on what this is, he probably wouldn't have played something here if he'd known that. I mean, again, he has the science, but he has 6 production. Okay, goes for Swordsman. Okay, he wants to go Strength. We still play something. H2 starts. Let's play Cultural Influence. Very good, very good amount of resources that we have now. There's also reds. so they're gonna be a problem. I mean, what do you think? 4th iron? Then maybe grab irrigation. And after the reds, we can hopefully go for that. And the 4th iron might be too much. But I need to get out of corruption. I think we're fine with this. Definitely this and the terrorism. I mean, terrorism feels dangerous because, I mean, we have Eleanor, so this alone gives 4 culture. So immigration is good. He did reveal the Legion. I can just copy that later. I don't need the fighting band. I mean, this is not fortifications, but defensive army. I'll take that when I have the Great Wall. There's also the riflemen. If I get them for 2, I'll be happy. Let's hope for rats. Let's hope for rats. Ah, no rats. No ratos. Gets it for the warrior, yeah. And now we can go for Pop to get rid of all of his food. But maybe, just maybe, he will go for irrigation instead, and then we can kill even more food, you know? Killing the food. $12 resources, 10 science. Maybe 4 riflemen snipe. It feels kind of expensive, right? He has 4 civil actions. Do we really want to hate trap the rifleman here? Let's go for iron. Doesn't get him out of corruption, right? Unless he builds an extra one. He could. He has the vast territory. So he could just go iron, develop, build one and upgrade. That should... Oh, that doesn't even get him out of all the corruption, I think. Does increase population, damn. What a read, what a read. You still have to play the immigration. Cultural influence, okay, okay. And now those rats, why didn't they come earlier? I would like to go for maybe even extra irrigation now. And this would be a good turn. Hey, I'm sorry, we don't have bets. We could still go for some bets. Good idea, good idea. So let's do some betting. Just let me start those and go. Go. Yeah, I can't go for the irrigation play. It would have been fine, but maybe just rifleman. We're really missing science here. Honestly thinking rifles because Great Wall. Yeah, I do have mobile artillery, that's true. But I also have defensive army, right? And we have the Great Wall with defensive army, feels pretty good. I honestly could just grab the journalism. And the next turn I go for Gaudi. Gaudi, build 1 journalism. I guess I can't really defend right now. I mean, this is possible. Ooh. Really abusing Eleanor here. When should we remind me close? Let's say 2 turns or something. Oh, I think I like this play actually. We can't defend this, the one big problem. And we don't know which tactic we need to keep. Definitely not this. This parody is also nice to keep. He doesn't have card pro. I don't think. I mean, he has 2 cards. Do you really think he's gonna go for an aggression? He doesn't have one. We at Eleanor, we've seen a lot of cards. It's very likely that we have 1 defend card, and 1 defend card is enough. You can see the reds on top, yeah. You can see those reds, but... yeah, I guess it's good that we have prosperity. Prosperity should be very good for us. We have the bread. There's reds on top, but he doesn't care for them. So big question for him, does he take away the rifles? Luckily we do have the mobile artillery, so we can just go for that and not the defensive army. Okay, goes for iron, iron, iron. Rifleman, he does take those. I mean, it's an expensive Hydra for him, makes his hand full, costs a civil action. All of that. Let's play prosperity. Now the territory, he gets all the territories, and there's also Suez Canal. But at least we don't have to be afraid now, he goes down to 5, and I think we can just go for selected breeding. Upgrade both. Yeah, it's way better than the irrigation, I like this. No, we don't need opera, right? There's another one, and we want to build more journalisms for now. We don't need the happy face, we don't need the culture production, really. Yeah, and there's another one, exactly. First cannon, at least we know he doesn't have the defensive. Then the plan for next turn is build another journalism. Grab wave, cavalryman. Yeah, Code is doing a lot. Us having 5 and him only having 4 civil actions is really showing. Especially because he wastes or he hate drafts the rifleman for 1 civil action. That's one civil action gone. He can't take any yellow cards. Because he wants to upgrade. Okay, with cannons. Irrigation. Yeah, we have to maybe go for cavalryman actually. I mean, we could play politics, like crime, mobilization. By the way, he has 23 science. He's hoping for a new government form. So do we go for popularization of science? I mean, I want to play something, I think. Get this out of the way. Yeah, those things can go away. So I would love to go for this. Maybe I have to go for this. Doesn't get me out of corruption though. Of course I could do this. But I don't want to. Yeah, it's bad for Gaudi, yeah. Wave is also super important, but yeah, these two are really important. I probably can't do this, right? It's probably too dangerous. Navigation is not enough, but I think I need the cavalryman, that's the problem. Spam the warrior. How does that work exactly? We could do this, sure, but I mean then we can still bluff the defend card, right? And this is not ideal, but and it's pretty weird just having cavalryman when we have the Great Wall. The problem is, yeah, I guess we don't really have a problem. When the navigation is nice, then we can... He thinks we have one defend card for match 2. And this plays into that. But then he can deny us the last cavalryman. Also for colonies, yeah, but there's only one card. I mean, maybe we should just eat the corruption. Yeah, I go for this. I'm not sure. Sure, you can go for Darwin. Could now go for Darwin to grab the strategy cheaper. I mean, strategy is a great pick for him. Oh, we do draw the defend card. Nice. Now we don't have to bluff it. I don't think it makes a big difference. I think he's very convinced that we have one defend card. Okay, he's not. He wasn't convinced. He tests us. Okay, so we defend. Good that we drew that one. I mean, he must see something bad on top here. Either the... I mean, probably prosperity. Immigration doesn't hit him. Wow, yeah, that was kind of fortunate. The infiltrate would have killed Gaudi. Okay, he does go for Darwin and strategy, right? Plays it. Yeah, plays it. At least he doesn't get Napoleon. Maybe he's just playing for the next draw. I play the crime wave. Why not? Oh, inhabited. Why didn't I go for the other thing, for the navigation? We go all in here. At least that takes away the pressure or the danger of an aggression. So that's the positive part. Get 2 population, can build one more journalism, that's also nice. Yeah, I can't deny the Suez Canal. There's no way that I deny that. Well played by him for counting with that. It's gonna take him at least a lot of civil actions. That's the good part. Remember opera? Yeah, I guess I go for opera here. Breakthrough? I don't think it's that important, right? We have 6 science, he has 6 science, so breakthrough we don't have to hate draft it because he has 21 science saved up, and we have still 10 science like this. I think the opera is fine. Oh, we could have maybe we could have hate drafted the Suez. Yeah, we definitely need military actions. That's true. So we probably still want the Conmon. So yeah, more science is always nice. On the other hand, breakthrough for 2 civil actions. So 2 civil actions for 3 science. With this, oh, close bets. Thank you, thank you. How many do we have? Only 2 bets. Maybe we have some new guys. And you still have until his end of his turn to bet. Prosperity, 0 food for him and 3 for us. Okay, I take that extra food. There's no red cross. Justice is great for him. Yeah, he gets it with Darwin for 1. Plays it. It's really great for him. True. So you're closing the bets? No. He maybe also needs cavalryman, yeah, sure. Okay, he also wants the Suez and cavalryman, okay. Okay. Civil unrest could be alright. There's Conmon. I think we definitely have to take the Conmon here. Yeah, the problem is we still can't defend, right? That's the problem. On arena, true, arena puts us out of the aggression danger. We need baby faces. We have the population as well. You can still build opera. We probably need enough for 2 cannons next turn. Yeah, the arena is pretty nice, I would say. His next turn is going to be 4 civil actions for the Suez Canal. After that he's going to have so much resource production. I would really like to end this game quickly now. So drawing a lot of cards in H3. Military buildup can definitely help. Help stop his outproducing of us. He can go for Republic. For 1 even, that's so good for him. There's also no Gandhi to save us. But it's going to be interesting where he takes this game. And we have the culture lead and the culture production. So he might just go for strength. At least there we have the mobile artillery. Have a good transition into defensive army, into more mechanized army. And then we have the Great Wall, so 4 cannons is a lot of strength. So like War plus Classic Army could be really bad this turn. I don't think he's ever gonna not finish the Suez Canal this turn. Only maybe he could both. Goes for Republic here, okay, finishes that. Can go for cannon. Yeah, you can go for cannon, but we know you don't have the defensive army. We can go for freedom. Everybody likes freedom. Civilization of science, okay. We go for the Conmon. The Ref. We can grab cannons next turn. I mean, we are prepared. We have wave, military buildup, and patriotism. The only problem that we have is we can't defend. Can we risk that? I mean, opera also doesn't get us out of corruption. Yeah, the risk is so high. Yeah, he would be happy about the red cross. He has 19 food. 19. I mean, that happens when you go into positive yellow bank and have 2 irrigations and not a lot of civil actions. So common, I think, definitely happens plus military buildup. Increase population once. I don't want to grab the cannon, I get it for next turn easily. Why not third calf? Because it feels stupid to go for third calf with the Great Wall. That's why. I guess. Yeah, we definitely could go for Einstein. I mean, Gaudi's still giving us a lot as well. But yeah, Einstein is a possibility. There's also Pierre, he could be very great as well. Could just go for this. And 2 corruption is not a problem. And maybe go for the opera. So next time we build 1 opera. I guess we don't really want to go for the 3rd Brilliant Circus before Pierre. Just use the wave here then. Next turn I need to go for cannons. I don't want to spend more time on this turn really. I want to be able to defend, I think. So building extra cavalryman fields bad, but 3 spin in military action, so that's good. And then just 3 cannons is a lot with the mobile artillery. It just feels wrong going for 3 cavalrymen. Crime wave, not the biggest problem. He has 11 resource production now. Oh yeah, he got the vast territory with his Suez Canal. So he has both vast territories, the inhabited and the developed. So his yellow bank is looking fine. Okay, he goes for, okay, multimedia. It's not bad. Team sports as well there. Mandela is not a nope. Democracy. He doesn't have that much science anymore. I think we can go for Cold War maybe. Unrest doesn't do anything. I mean, I could just go for Einstein, but he causes a lot of science. I mean, a lot of culture. We get some extra science, and we can destroy this. And we're stronger. I like that. I think I developed the cannons at the right time, right? Yeah, after I went for Einstein. Internet is also not looking bad. Yeah, I think we can go for this. Don't show the tactic, of course. Well, if we didn't go for all of these cavalrymen, I guess we still don't have the modern infantry, but yeah, these 2 armies, they are mocking us. If we had prepared better for the Great Wall, those would have been quite alright. Economic progress, okay. I think he might still be hungry. He only has 21 food. Yeah, more. Give us more. We need more food. How can people live on 21 food? But I mean, this 11 resources is crazy. Can just go for engineering and 2 multimedias. That's so crazy. That gives him extra from Darwin. Honestly, then we might just have to go for strength. A lot of strength. Yeah, you can also go for the Manhattan. It's not good for him right now, but it's gonna be a lot better soon. But I mean, now we even know that he doesn't have these 2 tactics, so he can't easily go for riflemen and those 2 tactics. So we have a lot of information with the tactics. He just went for cannon, so yeah, he could go for Napoleonic. He might have that one. He doesn't have Hussars or Classic Army, because he did go for cannons. And then he doesn't have these 2 with the cannons either. And he has 2 impacts in there already. Imagine if it's... yeah. Imagine if he has impact of colonies. This game shows the strength of the Suez Canal, especially the resource production. We were ahead in resource production the whole game, and then he goes for Suez. Maybe I still should have denied it, but I didn't have a colony when I was in the position to deny it. I didn't have the autonomous. With that, sure, I could have gone for it, but without, no chance, I think. Oh, sounds fun, that silence. 2 times the colonies, impact of colonies, when you don't have any opponent at all.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
Jingus, thank you very much for the 11th month. I really appreciate that. Hope you enjoy another month, and then you go to the 1 full year. So yeah, welcome back. That's cruel, Lemmings player, that's cruel. You give him 1 colony and then he has to lose it with the independence declaration. Yeah, reds now would have been quite good. Yeah, reds. I would like the reds now. Why is he taking so long? Definitely expect the engineering. Engineering, 2 multimedias. Or is he thinking that might be too greedy? We have the patriotism, so if we had a war we could declare that, play the tactic, go for 1 more cannon. Okay, there it is still, and the internet. I think we push strength. We go for input of strength and then go for cannons. I think I don't really have another choice. Queen of movement. We can use that to put probably warrior into cannon. Then we go for 1 more cannon. And project is looking very promising, I think. Yeah, of course we don't have the most military actions, but we have enough to declare the war, play the mobile artillery, and then we get the Manhattan Project. We can just finish that. Definitely 1 revolutionary idea. Democracy, or just the other revolutionary idea as well. Just reserves. I mean, we do get the Cold War, but with Einstein there's always extra synergy. So we need 14 resources for this, so 8. Yeah, we could go for air forces. I mean, first of all, we need a wall. I mean, is it bad given he doesn't really need reserves, does he? I think revolutionary idea is pretty good here. And then I'm not sure about democracy, because democracy costs 1 military action, so I don't like that. I could just go for another revolutionary idea. I'll just start building on the Manhattan Project. I mean, if we declare the war, 2 civil actions for that. We need patriotism, maybe. Yeah, we have to be careful with civil actions. If we draw the war and want to go for that next turn, we need to play patriotism. We need to finish this, so that's 3 civil actions. Then we need to grab and develop air forces. So, and we have to destroy something. So maybe we actually just do this. And we have a lot of science. We're missing his civil actions. Especially because we get the Cold War as well. I think we just go for this. Please, a war. Ah, there's a war. Nice, nice, nice. And there's air forces. He still has Darwin though, so we could just grab them away. There's Cold War. He has 3 impacts in there now. Could be, I mean, progress, variety. Progress is looking good for him. If we go for big war, it might just not matter, to be honest. Because we have the culture lead and we get the war off, then I don't think he can get enough from his impacts. Still with the 25 food. Gets freedom of movement, so he probably puts in irrigation to good use into the cannon or something. That's good for him.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds. Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
DJParson War, DJParson.
DJParson War, DJParson. Thank you very much, Hexagon, for the 9 month. I really appreciate that, and hope you enjoy your stay. Some more month. You're also getting closer and closer to the 1 year. So yeah, welcome back. Appreciate it. Ancha was good for us. Yeah, he's been doing some work, some extra science. He's gonna give, hopefully, a lot of culture in the end as well. I mean, Gaudi would have just produced the science, the culture. He goes for air forces, reserves, urban growth. And he's preparing as well. I don't know if we can go for the war. And military theory helps. And there's the Air Force.
Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
And 61. He does have some resources. He has exactly... Yeah, he doesn't... He has enough for 2 modern armies if he has that. That's a lot. But not enough, right? We can take a look at some other alternatives. We have military buildup. So if we go for military theory, I guess the biggest I mean, this is the alternative, right? This is also not bad. That's actually more, right? This is more, definitely. How much did we have before? Definitely less than this. $61 before, okay, and that's a big difference then. And also, military theory is good for input of progress, something I'm afraid that he has put in. Can still, I guess we don't draw another wars. Air Force next turn won't be relevant. Question is, do we destroy the iron? Or do we destroy something else, like the farm? Doesn't do that much. And the extra resources. Manipulate balance. Yeah, sure. We don't get any extra population anyways, so where do we put the resources? Well, United Nations, I guess. I think this is fine. Of happiness, okay. That's a good impact. And there is United Nations, so we have exactly 16 resources in 2 turns, so exactly enough to finish United Nations. So I think that might be a plan. So the most from is probably Air Forces and the new army, right? So play modern army and 1 Air Force. Or 2 Air Forces. But he can't go for... Oh, actually we got lucky, right? With Marlene. If he got Marlene we could have been in trouble. Then he could go for 1 Air Force and 1 Cavalryman. Can he go for something with Churchill? I mean, he needs 2 units or 17. Oh, he can with Churchill, maybe. He has 15 resources, so with Churchill he has enough for 1 Air Force, 1 Cavalryman, 1 Rifleman. Does he have enough civil actions? Churchill for 3 Air Forces, reserves. Yeah, he has. Does he have enough military actions? Air Force, tuck, 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 yeah. So I think he has potential for a lot. You guys said this was a good war. I didn't do the math. And I think we would have been in even bigger trouble if Marlene showed up instead of Churchill. Okay, Churchill, yeah, as we said, Air Force. $72. Yeah, you're right. 72. Well, that's a big jump. With industry, okay, 66. Over United Nations and finish that next turn. The only problem is the input of strength that we put in. Or do I just go Air Forces? And this can be destroyed now. Endowment, yeah, that, I mean, don't know if that will be that important. Maybe we don't need the patriotism, maybe we can just end the age so he doesn't draw new cards, etc. Yeah, Kuba's leaving the chat silently after that defeat that you guys said would be a good war. Can he do both wonders? I mean, yes, the civil actions. This is 14. So 30 resources with the reserves, maybe, yeah. Here's 23. So I think we might have to take reserves here. Maybe we don't have to go for the Air Force this turn. We can even leave ourselves. No, we can't. Time, yeah, thanks. I'll try to remember that. I think this is actually the play. Okay, we have the Emperor progress. Yeah, we maybe could have thought about delaying the war one turn. Then we still would have gotten the military theory and air forces in the turn after. And then we would have gotten 2 air forces or something. In the end, one problem was that we only had the mobile artillery. If we had gotten mechanized army, it would have been a lot better. I mean, and if he didn't get Churchill or Marlene, I mean, it was relatively likely he would get one of those. But I didn't consider it. That was the problem. All my fault. Maybe I should have taken pro sports actually. Oh yeah. Damn. That's another mistake. One mistake after the other, guys. I should have taken pro sports. He can't be planning for war, right? We have too many resources and air forces. We have reserves and better than 3 air forces. He can't beat that, I think. But yeah, if he didn't get pro sports, would have happiness would have hurt. We could actually use that as well for our burn circuses, because we need heavy faces. I think he can win a war. Maybe. But I think your math is a little bit off, right? Each air force is 10 strength for us, and we can go with 3 air forces, so we have 98. So he can go up to a 93, but yeah. Don't worry. This game can be complicated if you haven't noticed before. This can be quite the complicated game. But yeah, I forgot about the pro sports. That would have given him a lot of problems. And it's gonna be quite good with the input of happiness. Also the input of strength. If I had 48? Oh, no, 48 would have been... that war would have been a disaster. Imagine if I only had 61 first, or 62 or whatever I had before I went for the military theory. That would have hurt. Yeah, there's pro sports. Yeah, damn, it's even good for his internet, movies, a lot of culture. Progress, even after satellites, it's not gonna be good. So let's first take a look at our turn. Can't even use the endowment. Yeah, endowment and the patriotism. I should have just... I mean, patriotism probably was important because of war, but the other pro sports would have been good to take away. So I could just do something like this. That's 16. But the problem is there is still the input of strength. And then you need to develop these things with Einstein. And yeah, definitely need to be stronger, so let's see that first. Maybe that's a reason to go for Grand Circus. I think just this, right? 82, he can't really get stronger than this. He needs most of his resources for internet. So he has Engineering Genius. So he still needs 10 resources, 5 left. With Churchill, can't go for Air Force actually. Damn, can't go for one Air Force. And one Air Force is a lot. A lot. Yeah, I think we lost this, boys. I could go for United Nations. If you can get stronger anyway, can also just do this. The problem is also the happiness. And losing the culture from Einstein, so I don't think this is the optimal play. Satellites definitely seem good. I need to win the Emerald of Strength if I want to have a chance, but I don't think there's a way. I mean, there's one way, as we said, could just go for a lot of air forces. And we get close to 100 strength. It's still not gonna be enough. Because you also make us a bad happy face. I don't think there's any way. He has more culture production by a lot as well. Let's just go for the most strength. At least he can't beat us in that. Yeah, the war failed. Because he got out the Churchill, 2 armies and air forces. I mean, look at this stuff that he was able to build. 3 multimedia, pro sports, movies, all of the army, all thanks to that Suez Canal. Well, not only the Suez Canal, also his 5 colonies. His mistake was not getting engineering. Yeah, maybe. That is always a very important tech. Or, if we go back to it, or it was the mistake of not getting the riflemen, putting the riflemen on 1 for him. Made it easy for him to deny them. If we had not done that, we could have gone for defensive army and then maybe into positional army. I mean, our strength is 98, that's not bad, but if we'd gotten that earlier and not all the cavalrymen, but could have gone for riflemen instead. In general, that would have been way better than going for these cavalrymen that didn't give us synergy with the Great Wall. So if we'd researched riflemen instead, we wouldn't have had to be so careful in the middle of H2. No, he can't. Can he get stronger? No. Architecture even. GG Weidenbaum, welcome back and well played. That war, man. That war. And then, yeah, after that, also giving you the pro sports, bad idea, variety. Yeah, in the end, it's not going to be close, but we win the strength. Nice. We win the limit of strength. And yeah, some people lose a lot of culture, but not that many. I mean, we were looking good up to this point or something. We still had the cultural lead, but I mean, then the resource come in, right? Resource production all of a sudden from 6, where we had more the whole time, up to 11. And Churchill saved you, yeah, but Marlene could have saved as well. So there were 2 options to save you, and you had one of them. So yeah, without that war, sure, without Churchill in that war, probably would have been enough. So very close game, even if the culture in the end doesn't show that quite as nicely, but also really well played. And awesome Suez Canal, really awesome Suez Canal. We lose 40 points for losing against Weidenbaum. Doesn't feel